everyone, how are you doing? This is Roger from Groovis Games Unlimited, and it's nice that you're here. Today we're going to show you a combat demonstration and how the heroes can rally together to join in and make up a party to defeat the monsters in Dungeon Crusade. Now, as you saw at the start of the video, that in the land of Avalon there is 6 different warfare types. There's physical, ranged, arcane, mythical, mind, and chaos. Now, heroes are only versed in 2 of the 6. So example here, our rogue, in her primary hand, she's good with mythical weapons, and in her secondary hand, she is good with chaos weapons. Our warrior here, on the other hand, is good with physical weapons, and secondary, he's good with range. Okay, that's an example of that. However, all of the monsters in Dungeon Crusade are versed in 3 of the 6 warfare types. So, for example, we have this level 3 skeletal archer. And so the skeletal archer is good with range, mythical, and physical warfare. And when you're combating monsters in Dungeon Crusade, you're going to always use what's listed on the monsters card for combating them. Okay, I'm going to pause and break away, and we're going to go over here to the combat chart, and I'm going to show you how you set it up, and then we're going to do some demos for you of how heroes will rally together and fight monsters. I'll be right back. Hey guys, we're back, and our rogue here is about to enter into this chamber. And remember, within chambers, the champion monsters reside in those chambers. Okay? So we don't know what level the monster is in here because see the purple swirly spawning thing, but she wants to get in there and get that crate. Our rogue has a base movement of 4 plus a d6. So we're going to roll, and she gets a 4. Plenty of movement to go in. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, open the door, and into the room. So we're going to reveal the monster token. You don't get to take the crate or smash it open until you beat the monster. Okay, so it's a level 1 monster. We're going to come over here to the level 1 champion deck and draw the card. And it's a massive viper. So let's see here. This massive viper is versed in physical, range, and chaos warfare. So we're going to put his card here, and we're going to pull the tokens for that. So it's physical, range, and chaos. Okay, I'm going to break away, and I'm going to show you how we set up combat. Be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. And if you notice here, on our rogue's hero card, she's, of course, versed in mythical and chaos. Well, the massive viper, you know, she doesn't have the other warfare. She's not versed in other warfare types except just for chaos. So she's really at a disadvantage here. So what we did, right here on our combat chart, we have these tokens, right? Just like what's on the monster card. What you do is you flip these over and you give them a good shuffle. So, and then you put them here, and this is the order, or the phases, like the order of the phases it's going to go. So phase 1 is going to be physical, phase 2 is going to be ranged, and phase 3 is going to be chaos. Okay? Now what we have to do is she has to decide. Now since she can only attack in this one, chaos, because she's not versed in the other 2, she's going to push the attack in the 3rd phase. So she will be attacking. Now of course she can't attack because she's not versed in those. So what she's going to have to do is defend. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break away and get our our dice box, our combat dice, physical, range, and chaos. Okay, I'll be right back, and we will be at the dice box. Sit tight. Okay, guys, we are back, and we are about to combat this massive viper. And as you see, there's 3 phases in combat. For this order, it's going to be physical, range, and chaos. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here carefully to the dice box, and we have our combat dice here, our battle dice. We're going to put them in a dice cup, and we're going to roll. And notice on the dice box it says phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. So we roll. We simply take the physical, because remember this was phase 1, we'll set that over here, and we'll put the range in the middle on phase 2 where it is, and in phase 3. Now her attacks were actually, her defense and attacks were pretty bad. Let's take a look at this. Phase 1 was of course physical. If you notice, the Massive Viper says 12 and 2. What that means is she had to get 12 or meet 12 or exceed that to defend herself. She did not. Therefore, she is going to take 2 damage. So we're going to get her hero card and move it down 2 hits. So now she's down to 9 hit points. Okay, we're going to move over here to range for phase 2. Massive Viper has 10 and the 1 is 1 damage. She only has 8. Therefore, she took another damage. So that's another one. She's down to 8 hit points. Lastly, now she is versed in chaos. And now what you could do is, let me explain this on the hero cards. See where it says mythical +4, chaos +2? You can add +2 to that roll. Okay? So, even adding, let's see, 4 and 2, that's 6. Now on the Massive Viper, you see it has an 11 and 1. She didn't meet that or exceed it. She takes another damage for that. So now she's down to 7. However, let me show you what her weapon. Now notice, say that she did, meet or exceed that chaos warfare value. She would do 1 damage to the Massive Viper, and it has 3 health. You would put a hit marker on it. That's how combat works. But we're going to do something. We're going to go back and rewind a bit, and she is going to rally a few heroes to help her out in this battle. So let's see if we can change the tides of battle with other heroes. We build a party. I will be right back. Okay, guys, I am back, and let me explain something here. Of course, you play with 6 heroes in Dungeon Crusade, but for this combat demo, we're just running these 3, so I don't want to confuse you at all. And also, Dungeon Crusade is initiative-based, meaning in the upkeep phase, you're going to have initiative tokens, 6 of them, 1 through 6. So you plan out your strategies, and you lay out your initiative tokens, okay? So I planned the strategy out that I'm going to have the rogue go first, followed then by our archer, and then third, the warrior, because you're allowed to rally up to 2 other heroes to build a party of 3. Okay? So let's go over here. Back, how we set this up before. And our rogue, again, is going to enter this chamber. So her base movement is 4 with a d6. So she rolls a 2. So she has 6 movement. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, open the door, and 4. However, this time, she is going to rally. This is on the back of the initiative token. She's going to rally some other heroes like, hey guys, come on in, I'm going to need help. So what we're going to do is, it costs 1 essence to rally a hero. And you only pay this 1 time to rally. So see, so it moved down to 8. So next up, our archer here has initiative token 2. So she's up. So what we're going to do is, she's going to move. Her base movement is 3. She's right over here. Base movement of 3. She's going to roll. And she gets a 2. So she's going to go in here. Whoops. She's going to go into this chamber with the rogue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, she also can rally another hero. But however, she does not pay the essence. So now, she's going to rally our warrior, who has 3. So, it's his turn now. And he has a base movement of 2 plus a d6. So he's going to take the d6 and roll. And he rolls a 4. Plenty of movement to get in. So now 1, 2, 3. Now all the heroes are inside the room. Okay? So we're going to go over here to our champion deck and draw. And we're going to fight the Massive Viper again. However, this time it's going to be much different. We're going to grab our tokens, of course, physical, range, and chaos. Okay? So I'm going to break away. We're going to set this up again, and we'll see how all the heroes do now that they've formed a party and they're much stronger. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we are back, and just like before, we're going to take the tokens, physical, range, chaos, flip them over to the warfare side, and we're going to give them a shuffle. So every time this is, like random a little bit of how all this is going to happen. Whoops, I kept flipping that one over. Okay, so we're going to set them here, and let's see the order for phase 1, 2, and 3. First, this time is going to be range, followed by physical warfare, and then chaos. Okay, so let's look at something. Now, our heroes have to talk about who's going to attack and defend. Now remember, our Massive Viper, strong in physical, range, and chaos. But take a look. Our warrior is strong in physical. He's got a sword here. He can do 1 damage in physical. Our rogue, of course, is versed in chaos warfare. She has this axe here. And finally, our archer is versed in range warfare. She's got a bow. So this is going to be easy. So they talk about it. Our archer is going to push the attack in phase 1. She has range. Warrior says, I'm going to go in phase 2 with physical. Finally, our rogue will come in at phase 3 with chaos. So let's go over here to the dice box. And I think you can see already, by building a party in Dungeon Crusade, you can take out these monsters, whether if you're just going solo with just 1 hero. Okay, we got our battle dice in here, and we're about to roll. Okay, so phase 1 was range. Phase 2 was physical. And then phase 3 was chaos. So let's see how we did here. Okay, phase 1, our archer rolled a 7. And then remember on the cards here, she's versed in range, so she could add +4 to that. So she has 11. Let's take a look at over here. So the Massive Viper only has 10. She exceeded that. And so we look at her card for range warfare, 1 damage. So we're going to take a damage counter, and we're going to place it right over here on the Massive Viper. So it's down. It has 3 health. It's down by 1. Moving on to phase 2, our warrior attacked, and he had a very strong attack. 11 is showing, but also, that's his primary, physical, +4. So he did a big attack, 15. And of course, that's his sword. He does 1 damage. Let's look at the monster card. Now, it had a 12. Of course, 15 is higher than 12. He scores 1 damage on that. So we're going to put another hit marker. So it's up to 2. And finally, look at our rogue who really got whomped on before. 14 showing. She's versed in chaos. You can add +2 to that. So that 16 exceeds that, what was it, 11? Look at that. 16, 11, and she lands the killing blow, killing that Massive Viper. And, of course, that they would get 2 life force for that. They would collect 2 or 300 gold, and then that's the loot roll. And we'll get into what loot rolls are. So let me break away. That was combat for Dungeon Crusade, and I will be right back, and we'll wrap all this up. Okay, guys, we are back, and this concludes the combat demonstration. However, I have to apologize. I forgot something. Remember when the heroes all went into this chamber? I should have revealed that, token, which is, of course, all champions reside in the chambers, and I should have revealed that, say, level 1 champion monster, and we pulled the Massive Viper. So, I'm sorry, I try to make these videos perfect, and I did forget to reveal that, so no biggie. And before we go, as you know, you saw the initiative system. There's 4 phases in Dungeon Crusade. There's upkeep, encounter, hero, and monster phase. And it, of course, goes back to the top. So in the upkeep phase, that's when you lay out your initiative tokens. You look at the dungeon, and you're going to plan out your strategy and tactics on, how you see fit to move your heroes. So as you saw, like our rogue for that demo we just saw. So I figured, okay, I'm going to have my rogue go first. Then we're going to bring up the archer, as you saw. I put the token right over there on her. You can hopefully see that. And then we said, okay, then we're going to bring our warrior in, because you can rally up to 2 other heroes to form a party of 3. And then, of course, there's 4, 5, and 6. So that's how that works. And you do that in the upkeep phase for initiative. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, of course, direct them to me or, of course, David Lockwood from Obsidian. And I love hearing from you guys about it, and a lot of excitement around the game. So I hope you guys have a great evening or a great day whenever you're watching this. and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.